Okay, so thank you all for joining the session. So there are some participants from the previous batch, Feb batch. Okay, so this is the agenda for the BigQuery trend. So we'll be covering only this concepts. There are a lot many services in GCP. I'll be covering only which is related to BigQuery. Okay. So here, first you need to create an account. Okay. So to practice the BigQuery, the SQL concepts, BigQuery SQL concepts, first you need to create an account. And I will be covering the basic introduction, the services that we have in GCP. And the next thing is Google Cloud BigQuery and how we can create a storage. We have to create a bucket, Google Cloud Storage, GCS bucket, creating a bucket in GCP, and how we can work with uh, various DML, DDL, and DRL operations, and how we can import the data from file into GCP bucket. And the next thing is Google Cloud SQL and why we create big tables. And there are some database concepts which are in BigQuery. So for entire all these topics, it will take 4 to 5 sessions. So the entire this week will be having session on BigQuery. Okay. So how many of you have idea about BigQuery earlier? Uh, Have you worked on BigQuery? Did you get an opportunity to work on nowadays? Majority of our projects they are migrating from existing DB to GCP or GCP BigQuery or Snowflake, but data stage remains the same as a data integration tool. So data stage remains the same. Okay. So how many of you have an idea about BigQuery? None. So no one has any idea about BigQuery. So you can type in the chat box, guys. I'm audible. Guys, can you listen to me? I'm audible properly, so I'm not getting any response.
Yeah, sir, you are audible.
Okay, so have you worked on? I mean, did you get an opportunity to work on BigQuery earlier on any
No.
cloud platform?
No,
Okay, okay,
no, sir.
right, right. What about others? I got only response from few people.
No, Jesse.
Okay, right, right, right. So no problem. So we'll discuss here in the uh, training program. So first, we have to create GCP account. Okay, so what is the criteria to create GCP account is you need to have Gmail ID. You need to have Gmail. Okay, your name at the rate gmail.com. Okay, so first you need to have Gmail account. Then, once you have the Gmail account, then I will be sharing the step-by-step method in today's session. So here, today's session will cover first 3 topics: how to create a Google Cloud account, GCP account, and AMP services. So these are like the roles and responsibility for a particular users. Okay, so the infrastructure environment here for the cloud platforms will be supported by respective service provider. And here we'll be having different roles that we are going to use the services for the various GCP services that we have. Okay. And the next thing is we'll be having this Google Cloud BigQuery. Okay. So what is a BigQuery? How we can use BigQuery? So here I'll be providing the study material as well. Okay. So here I have Pleasantnet Drive. So what I will do is like I will be granting this access. I'll be granting this access to this folder. Okay. Yeah, right. So how to create? The first one is how to create GCP account. Okay, so here already I have uploaded a video in my YouTube channel. So what you need to do is you can go to youtube.com by GC Water. So then go to the playlist. So in the playlist here you can see Learn GCP. Okay. So here we have I have uploaded 6 videos. So all of these are the videos that are watched by that the public can watch. Okay. So here first let's how to create an account. So to create an account, what we need, you need to have Gmail. Okay. So since already I have login with my Gmail account. Okay. So first what you need to do, mail.gmail.com. Okay. So you can need to log in with your Gmail. Okay. So once you log in with the Gmail, then okay. So if you need to log in with the Gmail. So once you're in that same browser, what you can do is open a new tab. Okay. So in the new tab, what you can do is type google.com. So the next step here is what you can do, Google Cloud. That's it. Okay. So once you type Google Cloud in the search box, the first link will come here. Try with 300 USD free credit Google Cloud platform. Okay. Okay. So here click on this, click on here. Okay. So here, this is my account. So you need to you need to click on console. Okay. For example, let's try with new email, which does not have any account. Okay. Let's open. Okay. So let's try here itself. Okay. So, Google Cloud. So this one already have an account. Okay, so this email ID, which I'm showing, glead, what is one, gmail.com. This one has already account. If you go to click on console, it will open services. Okay. So if you go to billing, so billing is to avoid losing access to Google Cloud services and admin, you must be verify the account. Okay. Let's do the verify. So this I need to provide my documentation, so that I can do later. Okay, right. So now let's go to the figures. So Google Cloud platform. So click on this first one. Okay, so earlier we got option go to my console account. Okay. So here I have open account, this account in the month of February. Okay, for January batch students, I have the first time from 2020 onwards, 2024 onwards, I started teaching BigQuery. So that time I have created account. After that, I have not used this account. So that is the reason it is asking us to verify the account. You have to use your account frequently. So here there is almost 50 days gap. So that is the reason it is asking us to verify your account. Okay. So here what you can do is get start for free. Click on click. Okay. So here you need to choose your country. Okay, so I am from India, so I am choosing India. If you are from US, you need to choose US or UK, whatever the country you are connecting from. Your okay, so now click on agree and continue. So here they will give free credit worth for 300 USD. So that is valid for 90 days. Okay, so after 90 days, the billing will charge. Okay. So what you need to do is you need to practice the SQL statements, the services that whatever you want to learn BigQuery. So that has to be uh, that has to be learned within 90 days. Okay, so after 90 days, what happens is the billing will start. Okay, so then the money will be debited from your account. Okay, so now we need to create profile. Okay, we need to create an account. Okay, so create a payment profile. Okay, so here you have to if you are so here you are creating an account for organization. So this is for businesses, corporates like private limited companies, public listed companies. So they can create an account for individual sole proprietor. Okay, so for training institutes, what they will do is they will go for this solo proprietorship or individual account. You need to click on this and you need to provide the legal name. Okay, and so the address you need to enter your the address details. Okay, so address details, address street name Bachapalli. Okay, so you need to enter your address. Okay, and apartment name, it's not mandatory, and your city, Greater Hyderabad. Okay, so you need to enter your city. Okay, so don't enter your city, Hyderabad, and the pin code 9 5 lakh 90 in state Telangana. So here you need to choose Telangana and click on create. Okay. So here I'm not creating an account because already I have an account. So once it is completed, then I can start creating for new accounts for upcoming batches. Okay. So here I will be sharing a recorded video how we can create an account. Okay. So let's go there. Let's follow that. I think I think we have covered this. So once it is done, now here to ask for the payment method. So here you can enter your card details. Okay, if you have credit card. So normally what happens in Indian currency, 2 rupees will be debited from your credit card account or whatever account that you are doing. So if you're using debit card, that you should have access to the permissions for international debit. Okay, so normally credit will have that option. Okay, so which bank you credit card you are using, you need to follow that respective bank details. You need to enter the bank details, and while creating the account now, so 2 rupees will be debited. And again, once you activate the Google Cloud Service account, then what happens is it will credit it back to your account in the same account. Okay. Not 1 rupee, 2 rupees. Sorry. So we need to enter the OTP. I mean, normally, uh, which bank account you have, which bank credit card you have, so that the OTP you need to enter. So enter OTP details. Here we need to choose the so why you are interested in Google Cloud. So you need to give this options. So websites, mobile apps, storage, backups, data analytics. You need to choose this option. So here we are learning, right? So we can use data analytics, or we can use this custom data management. And if you are not, click any, at least one you have to click on. Okay. Okay. So what? You can send. You can. Okay. You can choose your role and responsibilities. Okay, so once you fill this all this details, the next step is you need to activate that account. Okay, so once you log in with the same email ID, what happens is activate the account. Okay, so there is an option to activate the account. So once the account gets activated, whatever the money that has been debited from your account, okay, so it will be credited back to you. Okay, so any questions, guys, here? Any questions, any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay. No.
Okay, what about others? Okay, so you can start creating the account today or tomorrow. So based on your practice and your convenience, okay?
Okay, Jason.
So once the account is getting created, after 90 days, you can deactivate that particular payment. Okay, so the payment, the auto debit, you can cancel that option. Okay. Yeah. So now let's go to another topic. So, okay, so you can follow this video. Okay, so I'll be sharing this video while creating the account. Okay. And the next thing is the next topic. So here now let's go to GCP services. So here we have lot many services we have here. Okay, so here I need to verify my home. Go back. So here I need to provide. Okay. Other cards are not accepted. Proof of address. Okay, so this I will do later. Okay. Right, so now let's go back. Okay, so here if you want to search any services, okay. uh, so here what you can do, search in this BigQuery. So automatically it will come here, BigQuery, big tables. Okay. So once the BigQuery, once the account is getting activated, so here you need to create SQL query. So click on this option. So here we have this. So here I have created a schema, data set. Okay, how we can create data set. So that and all we will discuss in upcoming sessions. Okay, so now what we can do is we can go through this AM services. Okay, so what are the roles and responsibilities that we have? So here we can view the access to different level of user access. So that we will discuss here. AM services in GCP. Okay. Let's see. So here, this is the basic infrastructure, the services that we have in BigQuery. So AM is one kind of services that give the authentication, and we have cloud compute engine and Kubernetes, cloud run, cloud function, VPC, and there are some other there are some other services as well. So now we'll be focusing on AM services. Okay, so there will be a lot many services which Google Cloud platform is going to provide. Okay, so but we'll be focusing on this only this 10 topics. Okay. So AM is nothing but identifying the access management that lets the administrator authorize who can take action on a specific resources. So there will be a lot of services on this services. There will be specific resource. What kind of access that I am going to give? Okay. So in my organization, we are planning our projects that which are in we build a data warehousing applications, Teradata and data stitch, and we are planning to retire Teradata. So we are moving all our services to BigQuery, loading the data into BigQuery platform, BigQuery DB. Okay. So here, so what and all the services that we have? So normally, I'm an agency employee. I mean, like a contractor to the client. Payroll is Indian-based IT company. So here they will give only access to data DRL access. Only select access they will give for us. Okay, and the main edit access and other, I mean, like the control thing and all managed by this from the client side senior technical architect, and who is the owner of that particular DB. So there will be different access level who can be authorized, and they will be dedicated a specific category of access to based on the your, I mean, based on the need and the necessity and the usage. Okay, so here who identity and what action we need to perform, like create and update or delete. So normally here we have we don't have update or delete action and delete this thing, and we'll be having only this select access. So there'll be different GCP service roles here, like basic access. The basic access are the most limited access. So there'll be limited permission. So that owner will give. And normally they will be give view access. Normally view access means just to view, that's it. They won't give permission for edit. So editor access and all they won't allow. Okay, so they will give only access, only view access. So based on the your role and responsibilities, and there will be predefined roles provide fine-grained access to the specific services in the cloud, Google Cloud. And here they'll be having identity. So here Google account. Okay, so you need to log in with your company mail ID. Okay. And Google Groups, cloud identity account. So the here identity has been categorized into 5 types of accounts. So these are the accounts you can see here. Google account, and the next one is Google Groups. So they'll be having the different groups, and cloud identity account. Okay, so the next one is Google Workspace account and service account. Okay, and now let's see here. The next one is the organization. So here normally we'll be having the projects, the 3 projects that we are going to create. One is for dev practice, QA, and production. So here we have 3 projects in our organization. Okay, so here dev, where we'll be having all the development related activities, and the next one test access, and test access in the sense like QA environment and products. For normally, for even dev environment, they won't give permission for even for this one, DML, DDL access. So that and all managed by client employees. Okay. So here we have only view access. So here these are the different resources that the AMP services that we are going to provide. They'll be having other services like storage. Okay, so we'll discuss cloud storage here, and cloud computing engine we're not going to cover in our training. So here cloud storage. Okay, so that we're going to cover. Now let's see here. So we need to have some, whenever you are giving a permission to any particular user account, there will be authentication is required. Whether the ID that you are going to provide is a robot or a human being, those actions need to be identified while creating the, while providing the access details. Okay.
Sir, will we learn how to configure data stage GP here? How to load
Yes.
up using this?
So here we need to
Okay.
we need to have this JSON file. Okay, so that is linked up with our Unix server. Okay, so here I will provide those details in a Word document. Okay, so here I don't have authentication to connect our the VMware, the practice that what we have. So 11.7 version we have this cloud practitioner, GCP, Snowflake, Azure, and AWS and all. Okay, so how to connect Google BigQuery from data storage. So that I will share a document. Okay. So these and all the various roles and responsibilities. Okay. So the user based on the usage, they will give the permissions. So if you see here, let's see. So you can open multiple windows here. There is no restriction. Yeah, so here I have searched for IAM. I'm an admin. Okay. So here I have created, see, this is my, okay, so I need to. So here you can assign a role. Okay, so I want to grant access to anyone. For example, new person has been joined to my team. So how I can give the access, grant access, and that particular person has email ID. Okay, so we need to enter that email ID and what role I can provide. Owner role. Okay. So here you can provide the basic, just basic, and you need to select the what type of access. Waiver access. Okay. Access approval. Who is going to approve the access? So normally if you assign any access, for example, this is the service BigQuery. And so what access you need to be provided? Product wise access that you need to manage roles. Okay, so here you can manage all the roles for our projects. See here we have various. So there will be a lot many services. Okay, so according to the services that what and all the resources you're using, according to that you can give the access. Okay. So here we have the various options, the various. So just now I have shown you, right? So viewer access, editor access, owner access. Okay, and owner is the responsible and managing the billing for every particular project. Okay. So this is about different level of access that we have in Google Cloud Services. Okay, so any questions here? No questions. Okay. So now let's move on to Google Cloud BigQuery. So this is our main agenda. Google Cloud BigQuery. BigQuery. So here is BigQuery is nothing but DB, okay, kind of a database for used for data analytics. I mean, like analytics, like Teradata kind of. So here, if you want to search anything here, what you can do, BigQuery, type BigQuery. So it will go to the respective. Okay, so here these are the tables that I have created. Okay, so open to this view data sets. So what are the data sets that I have created? So here I have created one data set. So I need to verify amount. So here I have created one data set. Okay, and there are some data set that is provided by default by the system. Okay. So let's go to the BigQuery theoretical part for today. And tomorrow, once my account that has been verified, I will can show you the practical session. Okay, so meantime, what you can do for today is you can create an account if you want to practice along with me. So that is optional. And yeah, so now let's see here, Google Cloud BigQuery. So here, these storages, BigQuery storages that is mainly used for build this data warehousing application, OLAP application. So data warehousing solutions in GCP, Google Cloud, BigQuery is the service provider for this data warehousing applications. It's like a relational databases, SQL schema. So these are serverless. Okay, so here normally if you want to connect to any BigQuery, normally you need Teradata database or Oracle database. So you have to every time when you open the uh, Teradata. So here I need to choose the server. I need to connect to either dev server or QA server, pre-prod server. Okay, so here we'll be having access to all the options at one step. So if you see here, we have a project created. So since I am the solo, this is my first project. So here I have my first project. If you can create a new project here, and okay, so that project you can I can give permission to you as well. Since but the billing and all will be reflected for me. Okay. So here I can give access to your Gmail account also. So you can practice the SQL step. Okay. So here there will be list of projects in dev. For dev, there will be one project. And QA, like testing environment, there will be one project and production. Okay. So normally production and all, they won't give permission. So normally dev and QA, we have access. Okay. So here you can see you need to click on the project. You already have clicked on this is the project details. Okay. So these are serverless platform. So just you need to the backend, the server connectivity and all it will happen at the backend. So that is taken care by Google Cloud. Okay. So it builds users to big tables, big heavy volume of data. One wants to load the data in millions, more than millions. Okay. Okay, so like even some billion records also we can store here. Okay, so build uses BigQuery, big tables, and these and all as maintained by GCP infrastructure. Okay, so here same how we can query the data in normal traditional RDBMS like Oracle Teradata. The same way here we can do the query, can perform the data, I mean retrieve the data from the table. So they'll be having some small change in the syntax. Okay, so syntax will be changes a little bit change here when compared to Teradata or Oracle DB. Okay, so here we have to enter tilt symbol project ID dot. Okay, for example, I want to select a query. So let's file some skill statement here. Okay, so already I have opened. I want to extract the data. Okay, query. So click on that. So here this new tab. So star. So here, this is basically a gentle keyword. This is the data project name, project ID, which has been created by Google for me. And gcpdb is a data set that I can say a schema. So that I have created. And customer data is a table. Okay. So when I run this query, well, let's see here what happens. So here we can set the limit here. Okay. So let's remove that limit. Limit not required. Okay. Now run the query. So here we have more than so we have 1,000 records. Okay. So you can see the result here. So the advantage here we can this can be downloaded. So you can download only this. You can do. Okay, so you can schedule the SQL statement whenever you want. Okay. Yeah. And here we can use standardized SQL statement and the legacy SQL statement. BigQuery can be query from external databases like cloud storage. So here, if you want to, we have a storage bucket. Okay, Google Cloud storage bucket. And tomorrow session, I will show you how we can create a storage bucket. See here already I have a storage bucket that I will share with you. Bucket. Cloud storage. Okay. So this is my bucket, JCDB 360. So this is my bucket which I have created. So here I have uploaded 2 files. Okay. So tomorrow session will create one more new bucket. Okay. Once after my account get verified, right? So here I have all the operations that I can perform. Okay. And this can be loaded in various sources, like we can pull the data from files to BigQuery tables here. Okay. So here we can handle GB of DB and TB of data. Okay, so here we can access Google Cloud Console and BQ command line. Okay, so here we can see this Cloud Shell. So this is the command line. Normally in SQL we have this command line, right? So normally DB2. So every DB has that option. Okay. So it's like a cloud shell where you can perform all this command line options of like Unix operations. Okay, so we can execute the same here. Okay. So here we have BigQuery data. So here we'll be having different projects. In the organization, we'll be having different projects here. Okay, and we'll be creating multiple schemas. Okay, so in these schemas, they'll be having different tables, and we'll be having the jobs to perform the load the data from files to tables. So all this kind of operations that we can perform. So normally, if I want to pull the data every time from a file, so here I can do this scheduling activity. Okay, so here I have an option where I can do the scheduling activity, schedule this particular query or a particular bucket. So once the data is loaded, so we can do the refresh activity. The new data comes and loaded to the bucket, that can be stored again into the table. So all this kind of operation performed on the here itself. Okay. So normally, if you're using Teradata, even Teradata has some that kind of features, but we depend on data stage to extract the data from file, load to a table. And next thing is when BigQuery should be used. So when the workload is analytical. So when you're doing any performance, when you're performing any operations that you are doing some forecasting, analytical purpose, then BigQuery is used. When the data does not change in the DB, the BigQuery is a built-in structure. So here you can handle the complex SQL statements as well. When the query takes more, the execution time. So here will be, I mean, like when you are dealing with heavy volume update, there will be will take some time to load the data into table. Okay. So normally we process in our project more than 10 million records. So normally it will take some time, like to process 20 minutes. It will take to process entire all the records to load into the table. Okay. So it will take some time to execute all this transactional process where data stage job will run. And finally, it loads to the table. Okay, so here when we used is like whenever the data is in denormalized, then we can use this BigQuery. And the next one is Cloud BigQuery Explorer and public data sets. So here we have this public data sets, right? So this data set I have created. I think it's not okay. Refreshing. So here we have this public data set generally. Why it's not showing? So I think there is some permission, some issue. So normally in my office system, I can see the sectional, the public related data sets that we can see. Cloud BigQuery local data. So here we can extract the data from a file. Okay. And we can create the table during the runtime also. So that is also one option. The one feature is available here. Okay, so here how the pricing will happen. So let's see the BigQuery pricing here. So the pricing details, you can check the pricing details for BigQuery. For example, let's go back here. BigQuery pricing. Okay, so you can check the pricing details. What will be the cost? So that we will get the information. So I think the pricing will happen based on the data that you're going to. So you can see here 6.25 per dB. The first 1 month it is free. So based on the usage, then according to the billing will charged. Okay. So here we have loaded a 12 GB, not 12 GB, 100 GB of data. So that is free of cost. So whenever you are trying to view the data from that DB, right? So when you're filing some SQL statements, so that will be chargeable. So we need to take care of this. So here we have various options. What are the data services? What are the BigQuery services that you are going to use? So there will be varying the services on the usage of services according to the pricing will be it happen. Okay, so compared to other cloud platform, GCP is somewhat cheaper. Okay. So here will be calculation will happen on minute to minute. The pricing will be calculated on seconds. Okay, so normally in Azure and this AWS, they will be calculating on minutes and hours. Okay. So that's it for today, guys. So in tomorrow's session, we will discuss how to create buckets and how we can load the data into tables. So those operations you can perform in tomorrow's session. Okay. So any questions here? So someone has asked, do we have anything? So here the table details. Okay, so here we have only the single quotes, not double quotes. Okay, so this is the basic syntax that we are going to follow. Okay, so let me show it in a notepad plus. So this is a tilt symbol. After tab above, there is one symbol, right? So you need to, without shift, you need to press on tab above button in your keyboard. So that's a tilt. And this is the project ID, which has been default allocated by Google. And this is the schema name, the data set name, that which I have created. Okay. And this is the data that I have extract. I mean that this is the data set that I have loaded from a file from I mean from the file I have created the table during the runtime. Okay. And normally default will give this option. So here we can have the limit like only display only 10 rows. The limit you can add here. Okay. Limit 5. So only the 5 rows will be displayed. Okay. So in tomorrow's session, we'll see how we can perform all this DML operations and all the stuff. Okay, so please try to create the account. Okay, so if you have any challenges, please let me know. Thank you.